Everyone, it's been a couple of weeks now that I've been saying every stream has been insane, crazy, amazing. And I have to keep on continuing that trend, man. You know, this Tuesday stream was actually just godlike, you know, actually godlike. We've heard from last week, the premium ban list was coming this week, and that it wasn't gonna be just a small one. It was gonna be big, right? Big time, big list. And I have a saying, you know, I always, you know, hope for the best, expect the worst. But you know, the hoping really paid off because we got a crazy ban list. Basically, a lot of what we asked for. And then there's some more stuff later on that we can kind of talk about. So we'll kind of talk about that, right? So first off, this new ban list for premium, it is coming into effect this Friday. And the first hits are, right? The first hits are, boom. Ultima can't be used with overtrigger. Well, any overtrigger icon. So, you know, people are saying, I wish overtriggers were banned for premium. But, you know, this is a step forward. This is a step forward. This is actually one of the more annoying combos, right? Usually when you go Ultima, you win. You just win. But sometimes you don't. Like, rare situations you don't. Some clans can farm a huge hand. And, you know, you can live through Ultimas. But with the overtrigger, you couldn't. There's like no way you could live through overtriggers. Also, I think in Japan, when you see a lot of kind of casual premium decks, a lot of them just went, I'll play like the one Gize in the deck just so I can abuse this random combo with Nova Grappler or something like that. So now you cannot play Ultima with any card of the overtrigger icon. So that's a good start. That's a good start, right? The second restriction, we got for Bermuda Triangle, you have to choose one, right? Potpourri or Fiend. This is a Potpourri loop. People have been kind of talking about that a bit. People wondering, is it consistent or not? I know Remy was really hyping this up. And I think this is a good sign, right? When we see something like this early on in the restriction list, we just went, yeah, let's just ban. Just get rid of all the loops. And this one was just kind of banned off like pretty quickly. So that's good to see. It's good to see. The Detarian and the Yoshuda list ban as well. This one was kind of mentioned before when they showed the card and people went, hey, look, there's a crazy combo with this. So that was hit as expected. But moving on, we have more. There's 11 bans in the beginning. They said there were 11 bans, right? Pale Moon. This one was kind of a bit, you know, we didn't expect this, right? Didn't really expect this. Purple Trapezist can't be used with Jumping Jill or Flying Peryton. All right, so you have to choose one of the three. The Peryton and the Trapezist are basically the big ones out of these two. I think this is more like, since we're banning everything, Pale Moon is likely going to become a deck that just has so much potential. And so we're going to hit it. And also Pale Moon is also one of those slow decks, right? One of those slow decks. So we're just going to hit it now and not have to worry about it. Kind of nerf the power level of this. So in the future, when like all the big clans are gone, at least this is like the next stage where potential like strong decks will arise from. So I think that's some really decent foresight, really good foresight. And this kind of, it just makes the deck like slightly, I guess, less consistent. You have to play other cards now rather than just like the good old, you know, Peryton just does everything, you know, Trapezist does everything kind of thing. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good hit. Good that they're like planning ahead kind of thing, right? Next, we have the following cards as well. 4 more cards get restricted. Zarzan is just gone, right? I think a lot of people wanted Zarzan gone. Tempest Sphere actually gone. This one is really interesting, right? Because I think when they look at Tempest Sphere does require CB1. So a lot of people are saying, you know, it's okay, it's not bad. It opens up the GB space. But I think hitting this one just kind of tells you, no, we don't want any GB acceleration in the set at all. And we just want to return back to the old school of, you know, where you have to stride in order to open up kind of GB. And there's still other ways to open up. You still have the old Crate Elemental Ride Line or Ride Chain. So if you're able to pull that off, you can still open up GB, but you won't have any of these other pieces that can help you do that. And also Tempest in a way kind of makes you want to build your decks more into a kind of vanilla-esque kind of way. It searches out vanilla heal triggers, things like that. It kind of either restricts building or opens up a lot of possibilities in what you can get, and you can get 2 of them, right? So if your deck is mostly just vanillas, it opens like an easy plus engine as well as opening GB. And then things like it kind of slightly nerfs something like Hellheart 8, for example, right? Because some decks were running Tempest Sphere in their Hellheart 8 decks, and then you had Zarzan. So this kind of both nerfs that Hellheart 8 part, and the Zarzan also nerfs the Grand Blue card, because a lot of people are just using Zarzan in Grand Blue for acceleration, even though it's just restricted to 1, right? You can search it out with Grand Blue pretty easily, and then just kind of go off from there. So now you're back to old school Grand Blues. That's kind of like a mini nerf on those two, kind of like a mini nerf on Pale Moon, but Pale Moon doesn't really use these two cards as much. It's the other decks that kind of use that, kind of like Hellheart 8 can kind of use that, and Grand Blue can kind of use it. So that's like a hit on those sides, which might seem to be pretty strong going to the next set. And then, you know, kind of hits everything a bit, right? The Benny hit, absolutely hit. I think a lot of people were talking about this. With the new Heal Guardians, you know, just you always get one damage, you can always stride up, you can't be stopped, right? Benny was just insane, accelerated the game too much, so that had to go. And I don't think we need to talk about Taro, right? Taro just absolutely just gone from Resistance. I know Genesis feels bad, but now they can at least design more cards in the Keta space, and not have to worry about something like Taro. So Infinite Loop, Fenrir kind of gone, so pretty good. And then moving on, we have even more. So Nubatama, Jamyo Congo, gone, right? I think it was a good hit. I know this card is just so toxic with how little text space it uses, right? No one likes this card, right? Actually, just no one likes this card, to be honest. So seeing it gone opens up a lot of space. You do have Daihozan coming out, which is kind of slimmer, except not as strong as Jamyo Congo, which is good. It's a good thing, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Nuadio gone again. This deck, Nuadio was just dumb, right? You could put some like, you could restrict it with something else, you know, make it harder to kind of hit that kind of five of the same card, kind of, but just get rid of it, right? Just get rid of it. So really good hit here. One of the big top decks. I'm surprised it hit Tamba, right? I thought no one knew about Tamba. No one knew about like the Muraku Infinite Loop or really respected it. But it looks like the team actually just kind of reached out and looked at, you know, what is the problem? This is still a loop. Let's get rid of it. So the Murakuma Infinite Loop is gone as well. So actually a good thing. And then lastly, this is gonna hurt me, right? This is a big hit to me, like Kai. Zinc is gone, boys. Right, Zinc gone. This is kind of weird, right? To a lot of people, this is weird. People are saying Chaos is dead. I don't think it's dead. I just want to put it this way, right? Zinc is kind of one of those pre-hits where they're like, once we hit everything, the format becomes slower. Looks like Chaos, kind of pretty good in a slow format. Makes your opponent not able to play the game at all. Let's kind of hit that. Let's nerf it a bit. Zinc is their really key card because it just counter charges, but most importantly, does soul charging as well. So this is just such a versatile card. Most people just run 4 of it in every deck. I know Japan thinks Chaos is a really strong deck, but I don't think so, right, in the format. But, you know, moving into the next format, it looked to be pretty strong. And to be honest, Chaos as a deck, you never really want it to be like the top deck, right? Because it just kind of drives people away from the game, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people like Chaos, they like the aesthetics, but once you start playing against it, everyone hates that format, and no one wants to play. So I'm not too fussed overall, although it is kind of sad, but you know, it's Link Jokitas has some other ways, so you can kind of go into that hopefully. But just like if they're trying to open up premium to like a wider audience, I don't think getting stomped by Chaos or the casual getting stomped by Chaos is a good look. So I think this is nice. It hits 2 things. It makes sure people are welcome into the game. They're going to premium going, yeah, I can play the game, not like get my whole field lock and do that. And also nerfs Chaos. So in this like future kind of format where everything is slower, Chaos is not like the dominating factor, right? So I think overall it's a good hit. It's a good hit, right? Now we thought Castile would actually dodge the list because, you know, Castile is he's a sneaky bugger, right? He's been dodging lists since 2019, like, to be honest. But no, he didn't. He's gone. He's gone, guys. It's insane. This is the day. I don't think we need to explain why Castile needs to be gone. I think we've said it multiple times. It restricts card creation, and it just promotes really bad design. Right? Really bad design, really bad combos. It's good that it's gone. Songster is gone as well, right? This is an easy hit, honestly. No one ran this card except for the loop. So now, no more loop, right? Loop is gone, right? And then Twa is gone as well. The Superior right up for Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, no Twa. Kind of a hit to the deck. So good job. They've been paying attention. And then finally, there is an update on rules regarding stand triggers. So regards that are stand by a stand trigger cannot perform drive checks until the end of turn. So this basically just shuts down all these tokens and Valkyrian standing itself. So let's say your vision token, right? It does twin drive, does a stand. stands itself, the next attack, it doesn't perform drive checks anymore. The little notification at the bottom is that, like, for example, if you trigger a stand trigger on the first check, you still continue drive checking, right? So Valkyrian, 5 drives, you stand, okay, you still do the rest of those 4 drives, just on the next attack, it doesn't do any more, it doesn't drive check anymore. So that kind of just not like neuters that entire problem out of existence. No more standing of just a hard rules change. Actually, if you go check the comprehensive rules in Japanese right now, there is actually, this section got updated. So this is basically future-proof all situations going forward, and they can still print drive check regards, but not have to worry about sound. So overall, a good change. This is exactly not like the same idea that we had before. Like, everyone had different ideas on how to fix it, but this solves the problem. It's basically just solves the problem. So good stuff, good stuff. So that is pretty much the entirety of the ban list, right? Everything got hit. Basically, everything got hit. Nothing escaped, I don't think. At least everything got a slap on the wrist or a big punch in the face. So that's good. I will make another video on this probably tomorrow, just talking about the overall meta impacts on what's going to happen. But this is a good list. This is an insanely good list. We also have a reaction on the entire list, from WCC chat. So we're going to post that at the end if you just want to see a lot of probably swearing. So it's an R18 plus section, guys. Well, actually nowadays it'd just be like it counts as a PG-13, right? But yeah, that's we have the reaction on that at the end of the video, so I'll post it there. So go check that out. We're gonna do the rest of the stream as well. So we actually got some good stuff, right? We actually got some good stuff. We got the Babusagara ride line, and this is the starter. You actually have to run this starter. But then moving on, we do have the grade 1. So Sealed Blaze Dragon Namokar. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle by riding from Sealed Blaze Dragon Arinza, which is the previous one, Soul Blast 1, set your deck for up to 1 Sealed Blaze Sword Prithvi? I can't say that. Or Sealed Blaze Shield Swambu. Reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck, and then the second effect is just one of those when it attacks, it gets 2k. So hits up. Then the grade 2 is Sealed Blaze Dragon Halibadra. So auto when this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle by riding from Sealed Blaze Dragon Namor card, choose an arms card from your drop and put it into your hand. So arms card is what they're calling like equip cards now, right? And the second effect is just auto when this unit attacks. If your Vanguard is armed, this unit gets power plus 5k until the end of turn. And this is a regard effect, so your Vanguard has to be armed. So yeah, this doesn't have any equips. Now we're going to look at some equip cards. So Sealed Blaze Dragon Swambu. So left deity arm, Sealed Blaze Dragon Babusagara. And so after being placed, the specified Vanguard arms, this English is kind of weird, right? If a new left deity arms is armed, then put this card into the drop. So basically, if you place this and you already have a shield or something in the left deity arm slot, you just put that card. You put the one already there into the drop zone. That's basically it. So you have to play this with Counterblast 1, then auto Vanguard circle once per turn. When this unit armed with this card is attacked, that armed unit gets power plus 10,000 until the end of turn. So yeah, it's a once per turn. When it gets attacked, you get power, and then remember, just once per turn you can activate whenever you want, when the condition is met. So if you first attack, you don't have to activate it. Kind of just use it for the more important ones, right? Second arms card is Sealed Blaze Dragon Prithvi, right? Right deity arms, Sealed Blaze Dragon above Sagara. Just the same thing as before. Again, something there. You pop it off. Plays this with Soul Blast 1 instead. And the Vanguard effect is when this unit armed with this card attacks, that armed unit gets power 10,000 into the end of that battle. At the end of that battle, if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, Counterblast 2 and put this card into the drop. Choose one of your opponent's Vanguards and deal 1 damage. So pretty good, right? Deal 1 damage. It's pretty nice. And then lastly, we've got Sealed Blaze Maiden Babusagara, auto Vanguard circle once per turn. When this unit is armed, Soul Charge 1, choose a grade 1 or less card from your drop and call it to the rearguard circle. And then act Vanguard once per turn. If this unit is armed with 2 or more cards, Counterblast 2, retire all your opponent's Soul Blast 2, retire all your opponent's front row rearguards, and this unit gets a crit until the end of turn. This is from the start deck, by the way. All these cards are from the start deck. So pretty cool for a start deck, right? Also, I guess from the anime episodes, we saw something about a black Trickstar, so maybe this deck interacts with a black Trickstar, maybe. And then finally, we have some kind of interactions on how this armed stuff works. You look like you just attach it to your Vanguard circle, so your Vanguard becomes Super Legion, right? And then I guess if they have like leg armor, then chest armor, then helmet armor, it just becomes like the Exodia around your Vanguard, right? In the future, that's future proofing, guys. And then lastly, they have a Q&A on how it works. So the interesting one here is if you persona ride, does the arms card go away? No, as long as you persona ride the same card, or you ride the same card, they don't go away. But if you ride something that's not above Sagara, then they go to drop zone. So that has some interesting implications. So if you stride over it, I guess it doesn't go away. Wait, this isn't just wait until like they release the actual Q&A, but I'm guessing just from what they're saying here, since when you stride, you're still above Sagara, the arms card don't go away. Also, since you're not riding, right, still might be kind of a strange interaction there. But if you ride and it's a persona ride, then you don't discard. You don't send them to drop. So pretty interesting. Second question is, do I have to activate the shield on the first deck? No, you can just activate whenever you want because it wants. That's kind of it. So they will reveal more kind of Q&A questions later on, I think on Friday, and I'm sure more people will ask more questions. That's it. I just gotta say, right, today's reveals were insane, but also the premium lists were actually really good. It makes me really excited to play premium again. I know a lot of people are just hoping for a list like this. So it's been great that they really took the knowledge from the global side, they took it into consideration and produced such a good ban list. Most ban lists are actually quite underwhelming, but this one was actually really, really good. So I'm really, really hyped to play premium now. It's, we had that crazy format that was really bad, but it's over, right? It's over. We have some interesting decks we can test out now. So it should be a pretty good meta to try and break, especially going into BRO. So I'm gonna leave it off now, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll just kind of put in our WCC reaction. Like I think we had a few people. You can check the top left for all the people there. But be warned, guys. There is a lot of shouting and screaming because those reveals were insane. All right. Hope to see you guys later. All right. See you tomorrow. Well, I'll probably talk about the premium list more. Yeah. So see you later, guys. Bye.
Whoa, 11 cards completely banned.
Whoa, what? 11 cards? Oh,
11 completely banned cards.
Oh, wow.
11 cards completely
Yeah.
banned. Is it actually just banned Ultima?
So you can use Ultima or Overcharge.
Yeah, you can't use Ultima and Over Triggers in the same deck.
Wow, what the hell, man?
From a bad. Sure.
Ah, shit.
It's not a ban yet.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
Yes, that's obviously what we wanted to see first.
Oh, they got potpourri as well.
infinite.
Hilarious.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, they hit potpourri and Fina.
Italian Astro.
They have to be nuking like all the loot scene.
What's that grid to do? That's a grid to do.
Good to saw the guarding. So it's infinite with Ventarian.
Yeah, so like if the attack doesn't hit,
Every
then you
attacker can guard with 4 of these.
Okay, and then the classic.
Oh, 3 choose 1!
Whoa, fuck you, Derek!
oh my god,
These cards are old enough for me to recognize.
You fell me.
I can already hear him screaming in his stream, dude.
This balance is gonna be great, he said.
We have a grand blue for a bit of like a solemn
Someone get your ass ready, dude.
Dude, are they gonna nuke ground blue as well?
Oh, bro.
The next one.
Oh,
Oh, he got him with the man! Tempest Sphere! Oh, shit! Dude, we should have sold the Clan Collection shit! Fuck! We should have sold the Premium Collection!
What am I doing? My I'm 20 of that.
$20 Tempest Sphere now, $0!
Yes, you can't use any of them. They're on 0.
Oh, wow!
They're on 0.
Hilarious.
On 0.
No, see, come on! Oh, shit! What the fuck?
Everything!
Oh my god! Oh no! Shit!
They on 0.
Oh! Fuck you, Castile! It's finally gone! Wow, hey, Toa, fuck you.
Fucking gone, bro. Oh my god.
Yes!
What a day.
Fuck Siku! Oh shit, dude.
Fucking
Oh
yeah.
my god.
はい、スタンド
Yes! Like,
ト
oh
リガー
shit.
ルールの話に関してはスタンドトリガーの内容が変わり
You
ま
can't
す。
stand. You can't put that finger on the teeth.
Hey, so let
It's a drive check.
どういった話かと具体的にお話ししたいと思いま
Yeah.
す。
If you stand something with the stand trigger, you can't drive check with that card anymore.
Oh, what?
Sneak
So
attack
you-
around.
If you stand something that has a drive check, it doesn't drive check again.
Regards only, right?
So you-
Yeah,
only
yeah.
Yeah, it-
You get a first.
That's the best way to do it.
Okay, that's an interesting one.
So the best
That's way to do it.
It's time to play Aquaforce again. Draw 20
Oh
cards.
man, Grand Blue is still untouched, bro. Grand Blue.
Wow.
If you attack with a triple drive Valkyrian, you trigger stand trigger on the first attack and stand the attacking card. You still perform the remaining ones.
Okay, yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe a bit of like a Grand Blue ban? Probably? Would you?
No, man, no,
Wow.
man. We're already getting to the dodgy part. The Grand Blue is like balanced
Whoa!
as
Willing
shit.
to buy Grand Blue!
Hallelujah! I love this.
Wow, this list, dude.
This is the best ban list in 10 years.
Without the stand ground is actually really fucking fair.
I don't
Yes,
play
sure.
without in my list.
Says the Grand Blue Stan. I trust you.
It is a good balance act.
Without the stand,